So here's Noah. Noah is the youngest representative of our trip to the Holy Land. So Noah, what's one thing today that you have found to be really interesting?
Going to.
You got to speak a lot louder, Noah.
Oh. Okay.
Look at Paul. Speak a lot louder.
Going to Caesarea Philippi.
What did you find interesting at Caesarea Philippi?
The Greeks, how they worshiped the gods and how they threw victims into the water to please the gods, and thought it was interesting how Jesus went there after that later in history to actually tell the disciples for the first time that he was the Messiah.
Good. So what we did today is we went to Caesarea Philippi, and if you look in Mark, you'll find out in Mark chapter 8 that Jesus says to the disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" It's at verse 31. Peter says, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Well, that all happened in the region around Caesarea Philippi. Today we went to the actual site and we saw the pagan worship that Noah just talked about. But in the region of that area is where they went. And you can see around here, I don't know, Paul, swing the camera a little bit. You can see that this area is very green and very lush. In fact, you're going to find out that there are streams and springs that go through this area. It's a place where people in Capernaum would have come north and would have found it to be much cooler and more entertaining. And so they would come up here. And so Jesus comes up and Peter does his confession here. It's also in this area that we know, in the region of Caesarea Philippi, that the transfiguration took place. Now, we're standing on an Old Testament site. This is called Tel Dan. T-E-L, Dan. This is the place where the tribe of Dan settled when they couldn't defeat the Philistines. This is in the region of Caesarea Philippi. We had an Old Testament tribe moving up here. They did pagan worship in the divided kingdom. Then Jesus comes up here later, and his disciples. Peter speaks strongly. "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." This area is filled with history. Noah, thank you for your good word. Say you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Say it loudly.
You're welcome.
All right.